Welcome back to another episode of the K-Dog and Fish Show. I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We just watched a sequel to a Netflix movie starring Chris Hemsworth, and just like a really bad dentist,
You're about to witness an extraction.
let's go. So the Extraction movie he plays...
Wait, whoa.
Sorry.
There's going to be some spoilers.
If you haven't seen Extraction 2 or 1...
He's still extracting.
He's still extracting.
If you didn't get it from the title.
So he is a mercenary for hire.
Yeah.
And he is paid to go in and extract people from horrible situations.
Right.
Now, the sequel takes place after he almost died in the first movie.
Right.
The first movie, just quick, he was in India. There was a son of a rival drug lord who got kidnapped, and he went in to go extract him.
Extract him.
Now, the one
Some people say save.
Yeah, no, they say extraction.
If we are extracting.
And he did such a good job with the film, Chris Hemsworth. It's
Chris Hemsworth's a
good role for him.
He's a pimp.
He's huge, which he bulked up to do Thor.
Yeah.
This helps him with this role. Like, he's just physically dominating.
Right.
But the whole the cool thing about these movies is the action style.
Right.
So it's very John Wick in the way that there's this continuous shot of action and the camera is following that action in what seems, and I'm sure there are very subtle cuts, but it looks like a one-take thing. And that mixed with just constant people coming at you, taking this person out, going on to the next one, just reminds me very much of a John Wick style.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And but this in a more militant, military extraction format.
I like them throwing in the Rocky IV kind of thing where he's in the cabin and he's like getting himself back in shape.
Oh, in the sequel.
Yeah, because he was super dead in the first one.
We got to talk about that.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's fine. It's fine.
We only want to talk about the first movie really as a comparison for if the sequel kind of holds up.
Yeah.
And the first one I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And you're into it. It's tense. There's crazy action.
Yeah.
The guy who also worked for the rival drug lord whose son's been kidnapped, that guy was like an Indian Antonio Banderas.
Gotcha. All right.
Like from Assassins.
Oh.
That's what he reminded me of.
Okay. Yeah.
And it with the long hair and the ponytail, and he literally wouldn't die.
Gotcha.
The two of them battling each other, but then coming together because it's for the sake of getting that kid out.
Right.
The other guy doing it because the drug lord threatened to kill his family. So the sequel starts off with him, like he literally, you watching the end of the first Extraction, you're like, oh, he dead.
Yeah, he was dead. he was pretty dead.
He was pretty dead.
Maybe not 100%, but he's pretty close.
Getting onto that bridge and then getting shot in the neck and falling into the water. He's bleeding out. He's pretty much dead already, and that sort of sealed it, but the kid got out. So that was the whole thing. Is this a one-and-done thing? Now, there was a very sneak peek glimpse of a silhouette of what looked like him at the very end of the first film, visiting the kid again now that it had been a few months later. But the sequel doesn't really play to that because the sequel, he's in the hospital completely in a coma and then recovering from his thing. And then we do get the Rocky IV montage after Idris Elba, who's now entered the movie franchise with a very brief cameo, but it sets up towards the end where I believe he's now going to be giving Tyler Rake, we didn't even say the character's name, Chris Hemsworth. Tyler Rake's not a great name. I think he could have done a little bit better. Also, fun fact, in the first movie, he kills a guy with a rake.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. I'd also like to point out I'm not a doctor by any means.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get shot somewhere, in the neck is not the best place.
It was literally
It was not
jugular.
like it was in the leg or something, right? So I guess I could only assume that when he fell into the river, that a fish swam up and plugged the hole in his neck.
I think that's what happened.
That's probably what happened. I mean, that's the only logical reason, because that's what would stop the blood.
He should have died. Again, you're not watching this for the plot.
Okay.
You're not watching this.
You're making that clear.
The only thing I didn't like about the prison extraction portion was the prison yard scene was too much.
Yeah.
There's too many people.
Yeah, it was over the top. Yeah.
It wasn't as like especially in the first movie when he's like trying to get from point A to point B, and you're running through buildings, and it's like, okay, I'm coming across one bad guy.
Yeah.
I kill him.
Yeah.
I cool ways to do it, by the way.
Yeah.
Do the next guy. I'm using a guy to kill the next guy. Like cool choreograph.
Right.
In the prison yard, it's just
it's too many.
Much.
He's getting
too
attacked by like 7 people, and it's just
took
like
a brick to the head.
Yeah,
and he had what I would define as a 3-second concussion. He just went,
yeah,
that's smarted, and then he was back to back to normal.
He was just like,
he took a brick to the head.
Yeah,
and meanwhile, he's 6 weeks out from being in a coma.
He was doing pretty good for himself.
But the training montage, that helps seal the deal.
Well, and honestly, that cabin would soothe anyone's aching bones.
Good cabin.
It was good. I looked at Brenda and said, I'd live in there. That cabin.
That's a nice cabin.
He's even got a car. He's driving around. What the hell? He's having a good time.
So he gets he gets everyone out.
Yeah.
And then they have to lay low, and they're doing it in, I believe, Dubai. Vienna. They're in Austria. So they escape out of whatever the prison area. They have a safe house in Austria.
Yeah.
And that's when, and probably the worst thing about this movie, and again, I like this movie, maybe not as much as the first, but the guy's son, the prisoner, they killed that guy to escape, and now the crime lord brother, who's the uncle, he's texting the uncle, hey, I'm here. Yeah. That to me, like, that kid was whiny. He was I'm gonna say it. He was a bitch.
He was a little bitch.
Well,
if I was Chris Hemsworth, if I was Tyler Rake, I would have been like, listen,
you're being a little bitch.
I know you're attached to him, being that he's your son.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna have to throw him off a bridge.
Yeah.
Because he's messing up all the
Yeah.
You know?
Saying that to the mom.
Yeah, like, listen, I know you like him. Yeah. I don't blame you. He's cute. He looks like he's a great kid. Probably
you know who he looks like?
Yeah.
Can I please point this out?
Sure.
Just bugging the out of me.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like John Francis Daly.
Yeah. Okay.
From Waiting.
From Waiting. Okay. Gotcha.
He's older now, so when John Francis Daly was in Waiting, the hair, the face, the stupid look on his face, all of it was John Francis Daly from Waiting. Okay. I'm just saying.
I definitely see that as well. Yeah. But he was ruining everything.
He ruined everything.
Like, Chris Hemsworth has got to just be like, we got to...
Come on, man.
We got to ditch this kid.
The helicopter's coming.
Helicopter's coming.
What did you do?
Yeah. It's like, you got another kid. You're good to go. Like,
I need to toss this...
Let's move on with this kid. Like, that's
anyway.
He ruined everything.
The one thing about how he ruined it, I felt was a bit... And again, I liked the action. I liked these movies.
Yeah.
But that was like... They were on the plane to Vienna, and the head operative, her character's name is Nick, who's a badass. I love her. I think she's a great character. But her brother's on the plane, and he's got a satellite phone or a satellite attachment to an encryption for a cell phone and leaves it in his armrest on the plane.
Yeah.
The kid takes it, starts texting his uncle. Yeah. What's up, right? Yeah. Instead of putting the phone back, he keeps it and was texting again in the safe house in Vienna. So that the operative guy, the brother, he didn't even know that his phone was like, oh man, where was that encrypted phone that I had?
Like, you just lost your phone.
You didn't even attempt to look for it.
Yeah, have you seen your gun?
So if he had put I left my wallet.
Yeah, has anybody seen my 9mm? It was lying around here.
If he had put the phone, used it, put the phone back, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
But the fact that he kept the secret phone, and was still in the safe house texting his uncle from the bathroom, I'm like,
he should have come back to his seat. His phone's gone. There's only one douchebag kid sitting there. So maybe I left it in the washroom.
Phone?
No, he didn't leave it in the washroom. It's the kid texting his uncle right there, telling him, "We're on a plane. We're going. We gotta go. Come save me! Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm in Vienna. Come get me."
Anyways,
Anyways, silly plot point aside, the action after that on the train was my favorite part of the sequel.
Yeah, I don't know where that train came from.
That didn't make a lot of sense.
But that's neither here nor there.
Completely armored train.
That train was very armored. Yeah. It was pretty hooked up. I mean, but who cares? Because we're not talking about plot or realities or any of that kind of stuff. Take all that. Yeah. The whole train scene was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I would actually say that's my favorite part of the sequel.
Yeah.
So they get through that part, and then they finally they're going to meet up because they got to get the son back, the whiny horrible son.
I would have just left him.
And they go to, he calls him, right? And then he's like, I'm not coming to negotiate.
Yeah, well, that was a good line.
That was a great line.
That was a great line. I did like that line. Yeah,
and then the fight at the end, though, even though they had a big fight at the safe house in Vienna, I felt like the fight was a little too easily won by Chris Hemsworth's character at the end in that church. I felt that was just a little too quick and easy. Yeah, I'm going to overpower you. And
after the prison yard scene where he where he killed 70 guys.
Yeah, I just felt it was a little too easy.
All right.
The finale fight.
Honestly, at that point, I was just like, let's get this over with.
I will say this: the action, the direction, and I want to give a shout out to the director, stunt coordinator for Marvel films and the Russo brothers. His direction style and choreography is amazing. He is,
I get that,
amazingly can organize these action sequences and then film it. He did such a good job.
Oh, I'll give him his props. I thought it was, for sure. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, Extraction 2, it's worth watching, especially for that train scene. And it's a good follow-up. I like the first one better. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
I didn't hate it. It was an action movie, right? So I like Helmsworth, and the action was great. The kid sucked. But I mean, besides that, it was a good movie.
The kid was horrible.
The kid.
The daughter was cute, and she went along with the plan. Wherever we're dragging you, you're coming along. She broke her arm, and they were helping, just like she was just a part of the action. The kid was annoying.
It would have been funny if there was a little bit of like they worked in a little Chris Helmsworth comedy where he's like sitting there with the daughter and just goes, your brother's a pill, eh? That would have been funny, like
brother's a real wet blanket.
Like seriously. She'd be like, I know.
He ruins everything.
He ruins everything. He's gonna get a super kill.
Including our extraction. I also do feel like, Tyler Rake's character probably should have died in both movies. And in multiple parts. Wow. But I feel like the creative ways in which he was doing his kills, amazing. And the one take, actually, I did want to mention this too. I felt like I'd seen it a couple of times in movies before, but something that the director did really well was when the action is outside of the moving vehicle and the camera seemingly comes inside the vehicle. Yeah. And it's then their POV. Yeah. Like, to me, that was like, and it's seamless. Yeah. There may be a cut. There may not be a cut. Yeah. B-Money was saying they possibly hand off the camera to somebody else who's then like it's coming up to the vehicle and there's no front on the vehicle and it's passed to somebody else who's now inside. However they did it.
Maybe it's on a drone.
Maybe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Drone technology. I thought that was wicked. I'd seen it maybe a couple of times, but they did it really well. I recommend it. I'm just saying my final take is Extraction 2 is worth a watch, but number 1 is better.
I like them both. I mean, I'm neither here nor there. Which one's better. I like Helmsworth. He's a badass.
He's a badass in these. Yeah. Got to change that name, though. Whoever decided on Tyler Rake.
You could have gone with anything.
Yeah, they were with Joe. They had Joseph Ho.
I think Leaf Blower would have gone better.
Yeah. Larry Leaf Blower.
Yeah.
Tyler Rake. They had a bunch of different ones to come with.
The Rake didn't work.
Sam Shovel. Yeah. They were all there.
Sam Shovel's got a good ring.
They went with... Because he digs your grave.
Yeah, he digs your grave. That's you can't
right?
You can't write that stuff. That's
Samuel Shovel.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
We'll work him into the number 3.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
The way that number 2 ended, there's going to be a number 3. Yeah. And now Idris Elba is going to be assigning the missions. I actually thought his cameo was cool too.
Which is cool because I like Idris Elba.
Yeah, I like Idris Elba. Put it in the comments. What did you think of Extraction 2? Is it as good as number 1? Your thoughts on the films in general? Let us know.
Let us know what you think the plot on the third one's going to be.
I
got an idea.
What's he going to extract?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I think it's going to have something to do with it.
I think it's something to do with extracting.
Probably.
Got it.
I think it's going to be right around that
something to do, and they all have to do somehow with kids. Yeah. So.
Or it could be more of a little bit of a love story, like a You Got Mail thing. You never know, but we'll see.
Rom-com. Extraction. I wasn't expecting to fall in love, but you extracted my heart.
Exactly.
Boop. Scene.
Yeah.
Gold.
Don't
forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
Peace.